Okay.
Welcome back. Happy September. I'm glad you did your rabbit thing this morning, jumping on one leg.
Taught me all about that.
And during a full moon.
Blue supermoon, like really rare. It won't happen again until like 2037 or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy foggy in PG last night.
I know.
Couldn't see anything.
Yep.
So, today's September 1st. Welcome to September. You're going to talk about some of the special events Ashley did as well, but you did mention to me that, and I saw it as well, there is a good advertisement that we took out in the Pine Cone this week that lists all kind of, we're moving into the special event season. We can touch on some of those in a minute, but I wanted to start off by just sharing our condolences with the Sturgis family. Mr. Sturgis, Clyde Sturgis, died recently, he was an attorney. He was a man about town. He was friendly. He was an innkeeper. He was a Rotarian. So again, to his two daughters and son, we certainly share our condolences.
Absolutely.
The obituary was cute because it talked about him riding around. He rode one of those little devices to help him get around.
A rascal.
Little red rascal,
yeah.
So anyway, our thoughts are with you, and thank you for your contributions, Mr. Sturgis, to our village for many years. So, just a reminder, we are closed on Monday for Labor Day, and we will have extra staff here all 3 days.
Extra trash cans,
and a dumpster and porta potties at 12th and Scenic. So we have been working with the private property owners on Scenic to make sure that those appurtenances, which are necessary because of the volume of visitors that we get, are not always in the same person's view shed. So again,
we'll move them around a little bit.
We're going to move them from special event to special event, and for Sandcastle, which you're going to talk about, they'll be at 11th. In 2 weeks, but anyway, so they'll be at 12th this week. And then again, thanks to everyone who participated in our strategic planning priorities meeting on Wednesday. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the more we do it every 6 months, it gets more and more refined. So good questions from council, great support as always from the executive team.
Good turnout too. Good public turnout.
Great turnout. Over 20 people in person and a half dozen or so on the Zoom call. And but great job by Emily and Max for taking a really good format that you used and having it continue to evolve to meet the council's desires for seeing information.
Well, and good job by you too. I know you don't like to toot your own horn, but I know facilitation is not your chosen vocation in life, but you do a good job. So kudos to you as well. Well,
thank you. That's very kind of you. And you and I did see Mrs. Williams and Mrs. Toomey, who both were at the meeting and who spoke passionately on topics, both representing their fellow residents and the CRA and themselves on topics. So thank you for their vigilance as well. And then Councilmember Ferlito, wearing a different hat, she is the president of the Friends of the Mission Trail Nature Preserve. She was supposed to be here today with us to talk, not as a council member, but as an advocate for the Mission Trail Nature Preserve. But she's sick, so we certainly wish her a speedy recovery. I think Mayor Potter gave her his cold. So
very generous.
Anyway, you give and you give. Then a shout out to Leadership Carmel Legacy Project. The improvements at Forest Hill Park are completed. I know there's going to be a ribbon cutting this month in September with the chamber, but thanks to Emily Garay and Mike Bruno, Sergeant Bruno, who were on the leadership, the cohort group, and they're the ones that really spearheaded making it this class's legacy project.
Yeah, so go check it out. It's very cool.
It's great. It's real natural looking. It's beautiful. And thanks to everyone who donated funds toward that project, but it's just a great project. And I think that's it. That's what I got, buddy. What do you have?
Okay. We've got some things coming up here. City Council is going to be on the 12th this month because obviously we're closed next Monday. Some of the big items, one of the purposes of this vlog is to keep people updated on big things that are coming up at the city, policy decisions and things like that. So the three, I think, big ticket items on the 12th of September are the wireless ordinance. So it'll be the first reading by the City Council of the wireless ordinance that we just got done at a special meeting at the Planning Commission on the 23rd of August. So we've done a quick turn on that. We'll be coming for our first read. If the Planning Commission if the city council adopts essentially a first reading, we'll be back the following month for the second reading, and that's the city adoption. Right. Still needs to go to the Coastal Commission, though, for certification after that. But that's a big ticket item on the 12th. Another big ticket item is the right to review of the previous decision by the Historic Resources Board on the JB Pastor project over at the 7th and Dolores, or formerly the Savings and Loan Building, the community room there. So there was a decision about whether or not removing that wall would somehow destroy the historic nature of that community room. So a couple of members of the city council would like to have that discussion at the city council level. Right,
and that is under a code section that's called right to review. So that's
Correct.
A section of code that allows, it's a de facto appeal, it's a de novo hearing.
Yeah, brand new, starting from scratch. So that's on the 12th. And then the last one is sort of one of those, we'll do these red light, green light, thumbs up, thumbs down conversations with council. And it's on a concept that the Pine Inn has brought forward of moving some hotel rooms across the street to their parking lot location, still retaining the parking in a sort of subterranean parking lot. But in order to do that, we would have to amend the general plan and the zoning, which is no small feat, takes some time, takes some effort. So the applicant would like to just talk to council from a high level, early policy perspective and see if it's something they're interested in at all before they go too much farther down that road. So this is, again, thumbs up, thumbs down, red light, green light. It is not approval of anything.
Right, and that's because the property is zoned residential.
Correct.
But it's historically been used as a commercial use, private parking for the Pine Inn and the other inn that Mr. Gunner has. That's
right. So that's on the 12th. Stay tuned. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that next week, but we've got some big ticket items coming up. Speaking of coming up, special events, you touched on this a little bit. There's a great, as Chip said, a whole page ad in Pinecone today of the next 2 or 3 months worth of special events that is really informative. But some of those highlights, we got a sandcastle contest we do every year. It's a fabulous event, co-sponsored by the local architects, the AIA. That's on the 16th of September, all day. Of course, we know about our pumpkin roll in October, the Halloween parade, which we'll all be dressing up. But you and I and the rest of the team here, we need to figure out what we're going to dress up as, if we're going to do like a group costume or something.
And just a reminder that parade is on Halloween itself. And it's also our birthday.
City's birthday.
Yeah, but it is a Tuesday, so the parade will be that afternoon.
Yeah. So check that out in the paper. All the events that are coming up, the community activities group does a wonderful job of doing that. Our Car Week survey is still up on our website. Please go if you want to give us some feedback. We'd love to hear it about what you thought was good, what you thought could have been improved during Car Week. We're going to be presenting that along with our own debrief in October to the City Council. And hopefully a lot of the public will show up for that as well. But now's your time if you want to put in your personal feedback. We'll definitely take it and roll that into our report in October. So just go to the city's homepage. It's right there.
Yep, right in the top banner. And again, it's not just whether you supported or liked an event or didn't like an event. It's also there are boxes to comment specifically. So the council will receive all those comments verbatim. So they can really get a finger on the pulse of the community in retrospective of this year's Car Week.
Yep. And then the last update I have, again, one of the purposes of this weekly vlog is keeping our residents safe, keeping everyone aware of how we're protecting the character of this village. I mean, that's a big part of what goes on here is character preservation. And along those lines, we don't allow short-term rentals in the residential district because it's effectively the commercialization of the residential district. And for whatever reason,
violates ordinance.
That's one of the original ordinances of the city. For whatever reason, in the last month and a half, we've seen an uptick in illegal short-term rentals. I just want to thank those people that have brought them to our attention, assure everyone that we've been going after them to the full extent which we are capable of doing. We've already popped several of them for being bad actors. Caught them doing that. So if you see a short-term rental or you hear one, you spot one on Airbnb, or you just think maybe there is, give us a call. We're here to help. We'll investigate it. We have tools at our disposal. We use some pretty cool software to do the investigations, and we'll just be kind and go out there and talk to them. But let us know if you see something, please.
Well done.
Yep, and that's what I got.
And you're getting new software for tracking.
I think we might be I think we might be looking at upgrading to a newer system that help us be even more proactive.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for doing what you do.
Sure. That's it.
I know it's it. I was just wondering when you were going to give her a salutation.
Oh, well, just say it right now. I will just tell everybody to take good care.